attack, pushes the guys up the field. Long goal kick ends up at half field for Madisonville North. 2 or 3 guys battling for it. Hunter Trimble comes out with it. And that's Joshua De Leon gets the last touch. It's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw-in on the far side. Hunter Trimble with the throw-in. Trimble drops it back to Risley. Risley, first time, lofts it up the field. Ethan Weatherspoon can't get ahead to it. Still bouncing around as Weatherspoon gets ahead to the middle of the field. And now it's McElroy stepping in, surveying his options, drops it back to number 2, Miles Payton. Payton plays it up to De Leon. Quick pressure for Michael Henry. De Leon, a big touch. Michael Henry, good step there. Plays it to Vivrette. Vivrette finding Josh Sherrill on this far side. Josh Sherrill, ball over the top. No one to run onto it. Good ball there from Josh Sherrill. Kicked his head. Go ahead.
There's a good couple quick touches there. We started center field playing it over, and Blake Vivrette finding Josh Sherrill. Josh Sherrill playing it up, looking for Ethan Weatherspoon, but just a little too much on the ball. And the chemistry's there. Zach Brown now controls the ball, playing up to Wayne Golay. Come outside the 18, looking over across the Rainwater. Rainwater controls it. His shot's off, and Barrett Schultz pushes the ball on. No goal there.
And I'll give credit where it's due. That was an incredible ball across the field from Golightly to find Rainwater, and Rainwater getting the touch to cut back to his right foot again, almost exactly like he scored his last goal. And Barrett Schultz coming out with an amazing save there.
If Golay stays with his team, he's got some finesse in the ball. He's got a great touch.
It was a wonderful ball across, and now corner in from Madisonville North. Barrett Schultz gets a wonderful touch too as Rainwater plays it in. Clearance off the line by Risley, and the ball gets out for Caldwell County, and now it's Dodds. A little bit of a miscommunication between him and...
As the whistle's blown now for halftime, and we'll come away with Madisonville North up 5-0.
And with that, with the halftime whistle, we'll take a couple-minute break here. Me, Adam Ball, Ryan Frisch, and John Miller up on the stand tonight calling the game for you. You're listening to WPKY 103.3, The Tiger.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
The summer months are fading fast and everyone is settling back into their routines. With the kids back in school, you can now concentrate on summer projects you intended on doing, but you just never found time. Come see us at Fredonia Valley Bank and check out our consumer loans that could help you finance your next project. Purchase a car, truck, or a recreational vehicle to enjoy this fall. With only a couple of months left of warm weather, why wouldn't you drop in and spend some time talking to one of our friendly loan officers? The loan officers at Fredonia Valley Bank will help you make sound decisions when it comes to borrowing money and will guide you through the process. Fredonia Valley Bank is your real community bank, operating independently over 100 years, providing the people in our communities with the services they deserve. Located at 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
For authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontesina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30, and Sundays, 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
Seasons come and seasons go, but something that can remain the same is reliability. And here at McGregor Group Heating and Air, reliability and honesty are a few of our top priorities. So if you're looking for heating and air service, give us a call at 270-896-5044 or come visit us at 960 Varmint Trace Road here in Princeton. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
Penny Rail Electric members, did you know that outage information is right at the tip of your fingers? To enroll in outage texting with Penny Rail Electric, all you have to do is text PRECC to 85700. That's PRECC. While you're at it, save 85700 in your contacts to make it easy. To report an outage, text the word OUT. To learn the status of an outage, text STATUS. To unenroll, just text STOP. It's super easy. Enroll today and be ready to text Penny Rail Electric next time you're in the dark.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Porter Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agriculture propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the Law Office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement.
Back here at Butler Stadium, still in halftime right now. It's Madisonville North up 5-0. Tough first half from Caldwell County. Pretty much an even game. Before the penalty, Madisonville North had a 1-0 lead. Ball kind of bouncing around at the 18. Couldn't get a touch to it. Or actually Barrett Schultz got a touch to it. It still trickled into the back of the net. Madisonville North went up 1-0, and then a decent ways away from that. Pretty much a 50-50 challenge. Jack Kinsolving comes in, wins the ball. Player goes down from Madisonville North inside the box, just inside the box, and ref immediately blew the whistle for a penalty. Jack Kinsolving went down as soon as he made contact. Before the penalty was made, he came out of the game. Still hasn't come back, so hopefully that's nothing too serious. But, Adam, I'll go ahead and let you give your intake for the first half.
Yeah, the first half, I was very, very impressed with the intensity that Caldwell came out with and holding their own and got a couple plays away and get the ball pushed forward. And, there was a couple things that we talked about from Tuesday's game against North Central Hopkins, whichever team it was.
Yeah,
and we weren't playing possession. We was playing long ball, and we weren't winning the 50-50 balls. And tonight, the first, I'm going to say this, first 20 minutes, we were competing for the 50-50 balls, not necessarily winning them every time, but that's not the idea. If you go up and compete, you have the chance, or nobody's going to win it, and so one of our other players will pick up the ball when it bounces on the ground, so on. And, not playing a long ball, looking for our players making smart passes in the first 20 minutes. Now, after the PK, the last half, the last 20 minutes or so of the first half of the game, getting a little bit tired, frustration setting in, and just the pace that Madisonville North Hopkins is keeping is very tough. It's very intense, and they're in shape. I'm not saying our players aren't, but they have a lot of speed. They have a lot of quick touches. They get the ball off their foot quick, and they make quick shots. They know where they want to be, and they're constantly. When number 13 McClure was holding the ball, he looks like he seems to be their center midfield. His central player. They're always looking for him, and he's involved in every play, whether it's with the defense, whether it's the offense. And he's looking, dribbling the ball up. He's looking out the wing, out to the wings, finding Rainwater, finding Golightly, finding I believe his number 8, Jacob Ashley, out there on the wings, and then they're playing it right back in as our defense pulls off to them. So they're playing soccer. They're playing really well soccer. Caldwell's holding their own. We're down 5-0. I'm sure the coach is changing up the game plan, and I was saying, hey, we need to make a couple adjustments, but you got to come back in. You got to go and compete for the 50 balls. Look for your players. Don't get in panic mode, and this is my own terminology I bring to it of when you get the ball back here in our defensive third or on this end of the half of we just want to panically kick the ball away, and it seems great. You're getting out of the threat, the danger zone, but you turn it back over and you lose possession. And again, people have heard me say soccer is possession. Control possession, you control the game, you win the game. And that's just what we had to come back out here and do this.
Yeah, that's exactly what Madisonville North is doing. They've pretty much controlled possession. Like you said, there's a couple standout players that have had the ball at their feet almost the majority of the time. It feels like we've said, what's his name? I just lost it.
McElroy?
Yes, McElroy, Luke McElroy. I think we've said his name 150 times
Playing
tonight.
a great game. He is playing a phenomenal game.
He is. He's playing wonderful on the ball. I think he might have misplaced one touch. I mean, it's been a near perfect first half for him. He's grabbed 2 goals, grabbed the penalty, and then grabbed the first goal. So he grabbed the first 2 goals of the game. Wonderful first half from him, as Adam just said. And you gotta give it to him. Madisonville North has a wonderful team this year. They do play as a unit. It's pretty much. It doesn't matter who has the ball or where they have the ball at. Everybody's moving at all times. There's no standing around. There's no waiting. They're not playing to their opponent, which is something that me and you talked about before the game. Caldwell County has a bad habit of doing, and we kind of saw that against Central. Central's kind of play long balls over the top. Caldwell County ends up doing the exact same thing, and tonight Madisonville North plays a little more of a controlled game. They get a shot early on. Caldwell County comes back down the field, and they've got a couple chances to get inside the box. So Madisonville North, again, they're a wonderful team. I mean, they've got some big wins this season. They went up to Rockport, Indiana, got an 8-0 win towards the beginning of the season. Beat Webster County, one of the better teams around here, 7-2. Beat Louisville Male in penalties. Beat Henderson 1-0. That's the second region real powerhouse, and North is easily in that conversation now this year. When you beat teams like that, I mean, it really raises eyebrows. And then they've got teams like Lexington Christian, beat them 3-0, and John Hardin 4-0. And I mean, their losses are big teams too. Hopkinsville, Oldham County.
In those northern counties,
yeah.
They're powerhouses. You go up and attend ODP or try for ODP. You go and you get to play with some of these players, and phenomenal. Their coaching staffs. I mean, you have defensive coaches, offensive coaches. You've got goalie coaches. You've just got a surplus amount of coaching, and that's one of the things to where soccer suffers in several areas, and not just Kentucky but all across the United States, is having the abundance of coaches, people that are willing to come out and coach. And you got experienced players, collegiate players even that played professionally in MLS and played overseas that are starting to come over here and see that there's a need for it, there's a business for it as well. And it takes that. Madisonville North has some amazing coaches. They've done a really well job. We have amazing coaches here. But you take players that have played since they come out the womb to this point and have had amazing coaches the entire time, it makes a big difference. And unfortunately, we're short on that kind of experience here. We hope it improves over the next few years, and we'll just see what happens.
And like you said, on that point, soccer, it is becoming a huge thing. I mean, you see it with the World Cup in 2018. It's something that's always on TV, and you can watch it whenever you wanted to. And every Saturday and Sunday, there's games. And, I mean, soccer's a huge thing now. And you mentioned MLS a minute ago there. They play in stadiums now. I know Atlanta United plays in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's for the Atlanta Falcons, and they average about 70,000 people at their games. So outrageous for that. It's awesome to see growing and stuff, and you can see a huge difference in the last couple of years with it growing like that. So hopefully it continues to grow. Hopefully it grows around here where, like you said, coaches aren't really a shortage no more. Hopefully you have more competition for jobs and stuff like that in a soccer aspect. But coming right back into the second half right now, Madisonville North up 5-0 right now. It's going to take a special effort for Caldwell County to get back in this, and Madisonville North dropping the ball back. Zach Brown finding McElroy. McElroy picking his head up, looking for a pass. Pressure from Colin Schaefer. McElroy drops it back on the far side, number 20. That's Jonas Kerwin. And now ball into the middle of the field to Dodds. Dodds picking his head up, just lays it off to the outside back from Madisonville North, trying to find a ball into the middle. Good step from J.J. Harold. J.J. Harold tries to play it up to Ethan Weatherspoon. It's intercepted. Now Luke McElroy on the ball. A couple yards outside the 18, 3 or 4 guys around him, as now he drops it back to Jeshua De Leon. De Leon looking for a pass, finds Dodds, and you can see in these first couple seconds they're not looking to find a penetrating pass or anything until they absolutely have to. They just made probably 15, 20 passes in a decent amount of time, so they're looking to just possess the ball, really control the game, and if they start controlling the game with possession, it'll tire out Caldwell County pretty fast.
And that's what you do. You control the ball, play it, and play it back, play in triangles. play the ball, play possession, and you wait for that opening. You wait for that opposing team to make that mistake, and that's what happens. And then they make the push forward. His throw comes in from Madisonville North, from Zach Brown. Ball's headed back out to him. As Zach's going to set up and take the throw again. Throws back in, looking for McClure.
It's hard to say. Is it McElroy or something like that?
McElroy. I messed it up. I want to call him McClure. McClure. They got a Will McClure, which Will's not in, and Will is one of their top players. As he's got, I think, 13 goals for him this season in the books, and it doesn't look like he's going to be playing any tonight.
Yeah, Will McClure, he's one of those players. You mentioned ODP earlier. He's very involved in the ODP program. I know last year. I'm not real sure about this year, but right now Madisonville North on the attack. Zach Brown finds McElroy in the middle of the 18, took a deflection. Barrett Schultz get a wonderful save to it. Again, wonderful save from Barrett Schultz. He's really, it's hard to say, again, I've said it before a couple times during the season, it's hard to say the goalkeeper's having a good game down 5-0, but he's playing outstanding tonight as Dodds. Playing a ball back post, a wonderful ball, unlucky there. Still bouncing around. Barrett Schultz stops a point-blank effort there for Caldwell County.
And the whistle's blowing. Looks like when the ball came in, deflected off the goalpost and came down, a little tussle between number 7 De Leon and a keeper, and I think he got his hand stepped on. So
and that hurts.
Yes, it does hurt. And Barrett comes over to see, make sure he's all right, give him a little pat. You like to see that sportsmanship, and it is an injury. Luckily, it's something like that you can come back on and play.
Yeah, give him some ice. He's laughing coming off. It stung, so he'll be back. But good ball to the back post there. Unlucky for Madisonville North. I think it hit the crossbar and the post, so unlucky there from North. But took a break for Caldwell County as Barrett Schultz plays it out to Nathaniel Paredes. Paredes drops it back to Barrett Schultz. Schultz picking his head up, trying to find a pass. Went right beside Blake Vibrett in the middle, finds McElroy. McElroy drops his shoulder, gets it to his left foot. Hard shot from distance, and looked like he was just trickling towards that far post. For Barrett Schultz, Barrett watches it all the way to go wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Caldwell County. Barrett takes it quick, finds Colin Schaefer in the middle of the field, chests it down, looking for a pass now. Immediate pressure, still going is Colin Schaefer. Touched away by North, and now Zach Brown on the ball. Lays it off to McElroy. McElroy still going, trying to cut to his left foot. Colin Schaefer, good tackle. Now it's McElroy again, playing it into the corner to number 8. That's Jacob Ashley, and he's going to be called for offsides there. And we were talking about Will McClure. He's, like you said, I think he's put in about 13 goals this year. Not to mention the assists that he also has. So he's a top player. He's a good player on the ball. Madisonville missing him a little bit tonight, but their offense is still clicking.
I'm getting there with my stats. I'll be as good as you eventually. I'm still learning. I came this late there, so you got to educate me.
I'm a nerd, man. I look at it days before. I'm a nerd about it. But
I forget about it, man. My brain, it's chaotic in there. You wouldn't want to see it. You'd scream.
Now I get to talk about it on the radio. I used to just get to annoy my mom with it. She'd just sit there and listen to me talk about it. I'd talk about stuff she didn't even know. So I'm a big nerd about it. I appreciate you, Mom. I'm sure you're listening. You usually do. So appreciate you putting up with the useless stats over the years. Now it counts for something. As Madisonville North here at Butler Stadium, still at 5-0. Zach Brown on the far side with a throw in into the box. A deep throw in, troubling Barrett Schultz, trying to punch it away. Ball bouncing around inside the 18. Looks like it's going to take a deflection there. Hit off of the center back, Miles Payton, with the shot. Hit off of Hunter Trimble. Barrett come out to punch it. He was challenged with a header. I think it was clean. I don't think there was any challenge there, a dirty challenge or anything. It looks like Ashley will be the one to take the corner kick.
Is Ashley or De Leon? I think De Leon set back in.
It was a wonderful ball. It was De Leon. I'm sorry. Wonderful ball across. Barrett got a hand to it, parries it away. It's going to go out on the far side for a throw, and it's Brown again. Zach Brown throws it in, and it's right to Barrett Schultz again. Schultz trying to start a quick attack, throws it out to Colin Schaefer. A little too much on it. Jack Dodds read it well. Steps in, cuts back on Colin Schaefer, then splits the two defenders wonderfully. Jack Dodds. Dodds still going. Tries laying it off to De Leon. Ball bouncing around. Dodds again winning a 50-50 ball.
The
and
50,
then
the 50-50 ball, 50-50, you have to compete. You have to compete.
You have to. And he just won 3 or 4. And that's
there.
a kick in the head.
That should be a high kick on that one.
I think that's what they're calling it for, but little kick in the head there from Colin Schaefer. Hopefully he's not feeling that too much. Barrett Schultz taking the free kick quickly, playing a long ball over the top. No one really challenging it. Josh Sherrill on the far side gets a touch down the line. It's going to go out for Madisonville, throwing on the far side. But again, talking about 50-50 balls, that was another one. Barrett Schultz playing the ball over the top, and no one challenges the Madisonville North center back for it. So Caldwell's going to have to step it up in the 50-50 battle department, and as now Colin Schaefer trying to start an attack. Loose pass ends up with De Leon in the middle of the field, finds McElroy. McElroy dribbling on the far side, crossing half field now as McElroy still going. Pressure from behind from Josh Sherrill, lays it off to number 9, Rainwater. Rainwater putting it into the corner to McElroy. Wonderful ball across. Couldn't get a touch to it, was Brown. Ball cleared away. It's going to go out for a Madisonville throw-in. Wonderful ball there from across from McElroy. Again, he's having an incredible game. Zach Brown couldn't get a touch to it, and it's going to go all the way out for a throw-in for Madisonville North.
He's got an excellent left foot. He's dangerous with it. But again, it's one of those players that I haven't seen him use his right. He doesn't favor it. So the way you stop him is you put him on his right.
And they're going to have to do that. Like you said, I haven't seen him make but 1 or 2 passes with it, and he's been dribbling with his left foot, crossing with his left foot, and shooting with his left foot. So he's just a second ago, he's on Nathaniel Paredes' side, and Nathaniel picked that up pretty well on Kel Knight during the first half, so hopefully pick up on it again. And another 50-50 battle won by McElroy. Colin Schaefer winning the ball back, but it ends right back up with Madisonville North. McElroy dropping it back to Dodds. Dodds picking his head up, looking for a pass. Dribbles past 1, finds McElroy. McElroy still going, plays it into the corner for number 8, Ashley. Ashley trying to get it to the far post instead, hits Barrett Schultz right in the hands, and Schultz going to throw the ball out to Blake Viverette. Viverette picking his head up for an attack. Good ball into the middle of the field to find Colin Schaefer. Schaefer picking his head up, trying to play a through ball, and it's cleared away on the first touch by Madisonville North. It's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw-in right in front of their own bench.
Patrick Parker, I don't think we said his name too much tonight. He played it out for Madisonville North there. We got Hunter Trimble coming up to take the throw. Down the line just in front of the player's bench, looking and seeing what he has out in front of him right now and weighing his options. Going down the line looking for J.J. Harrell. J.J. Harrell with a missed touch coming back with Jack Dodds picking the ball up. Jack dribbling, bringing it down through the center. Center field looking up and finding Zach Brown. Zach Brown looking up now and going to play down. Possibly looking for Rainwater. He's dribbling down, plays down to Rainwater with another hard touch and a foul. The ref on the player side called as he took down Josh Sherrill pretty hard, and glad to see that they're definitely going to calm down some of those things there with the referees here.
Yeah, and you mentioned Parker a minute ago, and not saying size is anything. I'll hold the thought for a second as Barrett Schultz plays it up the field, hits Ethan Weatherspoon in the back of the head, and it's going to go back for a loose ball. Caldwell County playing the ball up the field from Hunter Trimble. Can't find anybody. Pressure from Zach Brown. Now it's a battle right in front of us between Michael Henry and Zach Brown, and Brown goes down with a touch from behind by Michael Henry. It's going to go out for a Madisonville North, a free kick right in front of our stands. But Parker, he's playing a center back role. Like I said, sizes and everything, but he's very undersized for a center back, but he's playing very well.
It's quick, quick touch, and he's got a good touch.
He is quick, and I mean, he's even smaller than Ethan Weatherspoon. He's pretty much usually the smaller guy out there, but like I said, sizes and everything, he's playing a real good game tonight, Parker is. And now Madisonville North on the far side finding Rainwater. Rainwater, a little bit of a no-look pass, trying to find De Leon in the corner. De Leon skips past Josh Sherrill, get to the byline is De Leon. Good ball across to McElroy. And just a touch in there by Luke McElroy. That's a hat trick for him tonight. Wonderful play to get into the corner by De Leon. Perfect pass across the middle of in between the 18 and the penalty spot. Good ball across, and McElroy just easy tap in for him.
Yeah, and that's just beautiful soccer there to play, and the Tigers, I think, kind of got a little hypnotized there, and you get caught ball watching and expecting somebody else to pick it up, and you make a good touch and a pass, and you play down the line, and you're looking over in the middle, and McElroy's in the right place, and he played up to him, just tapped in the goal.
Barrett Schultz trying to find Bryson Bannister on the outside. Bryson Bannister touches it back into the middle to Colin Schaefer. Colin Schaefer trying to skip past 1, tries playing a through ball. Ethan Weatherspoon challenging for it now. Goalkeeper gets a clearance to it, finds Jack Dodds. up the field. Dodds finds McElroy a little too much on the passes. Hunter Trimble steps in, finds Blake Viverette. Good move there from Viverette to get past De Leon. Viverette still dribbling on the ball, trying to find a pass. Lays it off to Nathaniel Paredes. Good movement there from Blake Viverette. That's something nice to see. A little bit of a flair added to this game. When you're down like this, it's good to see. There's now Rainwater dribbling, playing the ball through to Knight. Bit of a foot race between Hunter Trimble and Knight towards the corner. Knight cutting back to his left foot, drops it back to Rainwater. Rainwater keeps it on his right, gets inside the 18, skips past another defender, and beats Barrett Schultz for another goal. That's Rainwater's second of the night, and Madisonville North's seventh of the night. 7-0 right now for Madisonville North. And it's a little thing that I just noticed. They score the goal. Yes, you're down 7-0. Yes, that is. It seems impossible hill to climb, but Blake Viverette runs into the back of the net, picks the ball up, and he tries to get it into the center circle.
And that's what you want to see.
Start playback, and that's exactly what you want to see. Coach Schaefer can't be any happier seeing that. It's awesome to see. He's still in the game. He knows that it's a big hill to climb, but he's still here to play it. And Blake Viverette trying to find Ethan Weatherspoon. Ball bounces around now. It's on the far side. It's Golightly. Golightly playing it in the middle to Brown. Brown on the ball now, picking his head up, plays it into the corner to Golightly. Keeping it in bounds is Golightly. Finds Brown into the middle, plays it back into the corner to Golightly. Picks his head up, cuts back to his right foot. Ball into the middle of the 18. Barrett Schultz comes out to pick it up. Throws it down the line to Darian Francis. First touches back towards Caldwell County defending area, and now it's number 10. I believe that's Cale Knight taking a shot from distance, always dribbling wide. And Barrett Schultz will go get the ball for a goal kick, and Jack Kinsolving checking back in for the first time since he went out from the penalty. So good to see. Hopefully nothing too serious there.
Definitely.
Hopefully he can kind of straighten some things out back in that defensive area, working back there with Michael Henry. That's a good pairing to have. So we'll see how many minutes he gets under his belt. Hopefully no big injury there.
As control in the middle of the field is Madisonville North playing the ball forward. Hunter Trimble picks it up, looking for Colin Schaefer in the middle. A little bit of a battle between him and McElroy, going out wide to Knight. Playing in the middle of Zach Brown. Zach Brown back out to Knight. Zach Brown on the side, the right side of the field, coming in, finding number 12. Misses it, come over to Dwayne Golightly. Golightly with a shot, and just over the crossbar, and is going to go out for a Tigers goal kick.
Wonderful skill there. That's a very hard thing to do, to keep the ball that close to your foot, especially when you're inside the 18. He had a couple guys stepping to him there. Good movement there from him to keep the ball at his foot, and got a decent shot off. I think he's leaning back just a little bit too much, got too much under it, and just put it over the bar. And like you said, it'll be a Caldwell County goal kick.
Number 5 for Madisonville North comes off subs. The goal kick's in short. Going to play it back to Zach Kinsolving. Kinsolving playing out to Michael Henry. Michael Henry going to drop it back to the keeper, Barrett Schultz. Number 15's running on. Going to play it back out now to Kinsolving. Kinsolving towards the center of the field. A little touch away as he pulls goal line there, playing out wide, looking for Bryson. Bryson coming up, playing the center of to Blake Viverette. Viverette with a missed touch there. And now back turned over to McElroy with Madisonville North. Madisonville North playing up wide to Golightly. Golightly and Paredes are battling. Paredes is going to drop it back. Was looking for Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving missed touch. Number 12. And yes, a ref called towards our way there. There's a little bit of shoving there. And Kinsolving and number 15
just checked in. I think
Bethel,
that's
Gabe Bethel.
Yeah.
A little tussle up there, but it's good to see that Jack's holding his own. And the call going our way. The ball's come in as Barrett Schultz comes out to make the save there, and another tussle up to Michael Henry and Bethel.
A good defending there from Michael. Seeing that Bethel was kind of winning the pace battle, Michael just kind of shoves him off the ball and keeps him away from Barrett Schultz coming out. Protecting your goalkeeper, that's a big thing. Good play there for Michael Henry. Is now the ball with Jack Dodds in the defensive midfield for Madisonville North. Plays it up, finds Bethel. A little bit of look like a touch of a hand there, and now it's Knight trying to dribble past Michael Henry into the corner. Michael standing him up. Good defending there. Ball across. Finds McElroy. Colin Schaefer gets a touch away. And now that's Young. It falls to Jack Dodds. Dodds picking his head up. Firing the shot. Blocked by Jack Kinsolving. And now it's Young again. Tate Young trying to find a pass. And it's going to go all the way out for a...
Should be a Tigers throw, I believe.
That's what I believe. It looks like North is going to come up to pick the ball up for a Madisonville North throw-in.
I thought he brought his hand up for a Caldwell throw, but I guess we're wrong on that one.
Another substitution here. Jonas Kerwin coming off for, I think that's number 23 on the far side. That's Isaac Parrish. So a couple of guys that haven't got some minutes yet coming in for Madisonville North. They've made some changes on the attacking end. We'll see how Caldwell County responds. Long throw in from Bethel. Bethel throwing it into the box. Good header away by Hunter Trimble. Darian Francis getting a clearing touch away from it. Dodds takes the first touch. He lays it off to himself. Ends up with Knight on the outside. Trying to get past Hunter Trimble. And his cross is going to go straight to Barrett Schultz. Barrett Schultz coming out looking for an attack. Rolls it through to Blake Vivrette. Takes a touch back just to keep possession. Drops it back to Nathaniel Paredes. Paredes looking for a pass and finds Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving finds Blake Vivrette. Good ball. Back to Michael Henry. Michael Henry dropping it back to Barrett Schultz. Schultz calmly finding Michael Henry. Caldwell County just stringing some passes together in this back line. Not threatening anybody, but rough touch there from Jack Kinsolving. And Jack Kinsolving intercepts the penetrating pass there from Madisonville. Colin Schaefer finds Blake Vivrette. Vivrette playing the ball up to Ethan Weatherspoon. Gets a touch. And it's Parker again. Ethan's not used to having anybody just as quick as him in the back line, and he's found one tonight. Parker's playing a very good game against him, and now it's McElroy still going on his right foot. And right now, go lightly into the corner. He's going to keep it in bounds. It's not going to go out for a corner. Cuts back to his right foot. Good ball in, and it doesn't connect with anybody. Darian Francis trying to get to the ball, and it's Bethel getting to it first. Bethel taking a touch. Barrett Schultz keeping it in bounds. Schultz again rolling it out to Vivrette.
And started to put some passes together now as Caldwell getting a little bit of comfortableness. As I said, that we get stripped away from the ball. Ball's coming up to the fans as Madisonville North's going to play it out wide. Bryson Bannister, well, Nate Perez is going to come up, take the throw just in front of the opponent's team fan section there. And kind of gearing his options, seeing what he's got up there. Waiting for somebody to make a run, going to toss it to the middle, looking for Michael Henry. Michael Henry going to head it up, but nobody there. His goal line picks up the ball. Goal line controlling, bring down split, looking up, coming in for Tate Bethel. Tate Bethel looking out wide for McElroy, and McElroy took it with a shot off his right. First time we see him use his right tonight, and obviously you can tell it's definitely his weaker foot as it goes straight to Barrett Schultz. Barrett plays it back out, looking for number 12. Number 12 gearing up for a shot. And back into Barrett Schultz's hands, number 12, Tate Young, with a shot there. Looks like he's playing a little bit of a center mid position. So going to go with the punt. Looks like Barrett's going to take from out of the back.
And you mentioned Caldwell stringing some passes together. It's nice to see Blake Vivrette and Witherspoon getting a little bit of a light touch there against the goalkeeper. But Colin Schaefer and Blake Vivrette have connected well so far with some passes in the second half, so hopefully that'll be a pairing that we might see some more this season, as now North on the far side plays the ball into the middle to Jack Dodds. Dodds picking his head up, still dribbling as Jack Dodds. Colin Schaefer gets a slight touch to it, but still Dodds dribbling, battling against Michael Henry. And now Hunter Trimble clears it away. Nathaniel Perez with an extra header, and now it's Dodds on the far side heading it down to McElroy. McElroy still going on the left foot, cutting inside to his right, hit with a hard challenge. Loose ball outside the 18. Jack Dodds steps up, has a lot of pace behind the shot, but always rising, always going over the bar.
I think Madisonville North is going to bring in 4 subs, some of the existing players that were on a while ago. Rainwater, Brown, De Leon, number 14, Hayden Terry, and 17. I don't think we've seen him tonight. Jackson Summers is going to come on and get a little bit of time on the field.
McElroy coming off for Madisonville North, and he looks tired. He's had a lot of movement tonight. He's had the ball at his feet probably more than anybody. I mean, him and Jack Dodds have been battling for that statistic tonight. But very good work from him. It was a very good game from him so far.
Great player. Good control and very smart and wise looking up. You constantly see him looking up as Madisonville North making a run. De Leon coming on one-on-one with the keep. And another goal goes in the back of the net for Madisonville North. And that was just, you beat the defense there, and you got the one-on-one, and you get inside the 18, then you cut it down close to the 6, probably about 9 yards, and takes a shot, and just Barrett couldn't get down low enough. He made the right move. He went down, but it's just, a quick shot, and Madisonville North going to go up another point there. We're now looking at 8-0 with 20 minutes left.
Joshua De Leon adding his second of the night, and like you said, I think Michael Henry just got a slight touch to it. It ends up with De Leon, and he's just a pace battle again. He gets through, and now Rainwater dribbling in the middle of the field, gets past Colin Schaefer, but a good movement from Blake Vivrette to win the ball back. Vivrette finding Colin Schaefer. Schaefer dribbling, looking for a pass, lays it out wide to Darian Francis. Darian Francis looking for a pass, drops it back to Hunter Trimble. Trimble picking his head up, looking for a pass. No movement from any Caldwell players for a pass, trying to find Colin Schaefer, can't. And now it's Go Lightly finding Logan Rainwater in the middle. Rainwater picks his head up, tries floating it through. And Zach Brown gets past Michael Henry. Hard cut from Zach Brown, looking for another penalty there. Went down before contact was even made. Ends up still with Madisonville North. De Leon on the ball, picking his head up. Outside the foot pass, trying to find Rainwater, can't. And Colin Schaefer eventually clears it up the line. It's going to go out for a Madisonville throw-in right in front of the stand with me, Adam Ball, and John Miller up here tonight.
No substitution for Madisonville North. Isaiah, I want to say that's how you pronounce his name, Gonzalez comes in as number Zach Brown coming back off, I believe. Yep, Zach Brown coming back off the field again, and ball's played into Rainwater. Rainwater controlled just in front of the opposing team's bench. Going down the line, battle on with Hunter Trimble, keeping it passing off number 10, Knight. Knight controlling the ball. And finding Rainwater again. Rainwater and Darian Francis going. Darian Francis strips it away, looking for a pass. He doesn't have nothing. He usually gets stripped away by number 21, Gonzalez. And Knight again, going down the center field, entering 18, looking for the pass, trying to find McKnight, and De Leon gets a touch on it. The shot on it is going to go wide.
And with this goal kick coming up from Barrett Schultz, we're just going to take just a couple second break here. Listening to 103.3, The Tiger.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we're family owned and managed by people who care more about you. During your most difficult hours, you deserve the most understanding and caring service available. That is what you get at Morgan's Funeral Home. That's what separates us from the rest. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Solid September here at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Hi, this is Pam Haverlock, and Solid September means sales. This September, take a 15% off your purchase of everything that starts with an S. Serving trays, sofas, soap dishes, signs, sectionals, and more. It is a great time to come and see us at Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, located at 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the Bellin Alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, everything a home should be.
There aren't many places you can buy a vehicle where the sales team has combined experience of over 103 years. At Tri-Shoes Incorporated in Princeton, we would love you to meet our friendly and experienced sales staff. Brent Ladd, a Princeton native, has been selling cars here for 20 years. Tommy Harrison, native of Fredonia with ties in Princeton and Lyon County, 13 years. Lee Hughes, Trice's grandson, has been here for 9 years. Brian Croft from Crittenden County, 8 years. Glenn Gray, another of Trice's grandsons, 3 years. And the newest addition to our sales team, Jared Singleton, originally from Marion, now living in Princeton. Our sales manager, Trent Burton, has racked up 30 years in the car business, and our finance director, Shauna Jaggers, with 20 years in auto finance. Shop where experience counts. Tri-Shoes Incorporated, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Back here at Butler Stadium, a little bit of a 50-50 ball right there, played inside the 18. Barrett Schultz meeting with another player, both diving in. Looked to be a little bit of a dangerous play there. Player jumps in with both feet on Barrett Schultz's leg, and that's something he went out with for an injury last season. So hopefully it was just, hopefully he got the ball more than we can see here, but that's something, it's a scary thing to see. Barrett, like I said, he went out with that in a game last season, I think towards the end of the season. So
you know,
go ahead.
You know the players. You know there's a lot of favoritism towards the keepers, and when it comes to the rules and refereeing, and you have to. They're the guys that are allowed to go down and grab the ball with your hands, and guys can get hurt. You can get broken hands, broken fingers, kicked in the face. You get kicked all over, and that's just something, a dangerous play. I don't like to see it whenever you have a player sliding in feet first with your keeper. It just
when you're up 8-0.
Yeah, it just shouldn't happen. You know, come on, and I'm really surprised, especially with this referee here, that didn't call it for the foul for a dangerous play.
And Kale Knight just then got a through ball and a good effort, hit off the side of the post. Barrett, as soon as he dove, he hit the ground, complaining about a cramp. It looks like Michael Henry stretching him out right now. Hopefully that's all it is. Pretty much as soon as he dove and hit the ground, he was grabbing his leg for a cramp. So hopefully, by all means, that's all it is. It looks like Nathaniel Perez stretching him out now.
Yeah,
ref going over there.
With just under 15 minutes left, you would like to be able to see him last for that last 15, and he's been active tonight. He's had to make a lot of dives, and like I said, you talk about some of the plays he's had and the 1v1s, and And just then with that sliding tackle, I'm sure he extended some there and got a little bit of a stretch in there that didn't feel too good. And he's hobbling off, but he looks like he's setting up to take the goal kick. And
it's hard to say, especially if you're listening or watching the feed when you're down 8-0. Barrett Schultz is having one of his best games of the season tonight. He's made some absolutely incredible saves, and he's been very consistent. He's been beaten fairly. Madisonville North, I think, would recognize that. He'd been beaten fairly on pretty much every goal that had been scored. He's got a touch to some of their goals that had been scored. And looks like the refs are just waiting to blow the whistle, start playback, and they just do. And Barrett Schultz still hobbling around back there. Hopefully, again, it's just cramps. He is up and playing as Jack Kinsolving plays the goal kick up the field. Caldwell County get a flick onto it, but now back down the field to Nathaniel Paredes. Paredes trying to split two defenders on the dribble. De Leon with high pressure touches it through to Go Lightly, dribbling down that far side. Picks his head up, crosses with his left foot. Looked like it hit Jack Kinsolving. Ref is going to say it hit him in his elbow instead of the hand. Good touch there for Michael Henry and a good clearance away. Ball still bouncing around outside the 18 as Blake Vivrette couldn't get a touch to his now Joshua De Leon on his left foot, cutting back to his right foot, still going, lays it off. And now Blake Vivrette with an interception there. Can't get the pass out. Now it's number 17 on North. That's Jackson Summers still going in a foul. Going to be called on Caldwell County. It's going to be a free kick in decent territory. I would say if Luke McElroy or if Dodds was on the field as well, they'd probably be the ones to take it.
I think it's going to be Noah Jimenez setting up taking number 16 for Madisonville North. What, 40 yards? No, not 40, maybe 30.
Got some guys lined up behind the wall, and now he floats it in. A good ball. Couldn't get the header to it. It's number 21. That's Isaiah Gonzalez. Yeah, number 21, Isaiah Gonzalez.
Okay, yeah, I was in Space World there, just thinking a substitution there for Madisonville North. Tate Young coming on for De Leon. De Leon going to come off, take a rest for a minute.
Looks like pretty much all the starters on the attacking end have come off the field except for Kale Knight on the near side towards us. Now North, with a decent lead, they're going to get some guys in, get them some minutes, guys they might need later on in the season. Or if there's an injury, as Jack Kinsolving fires the ball up the field, hits off of Ethan Weatherspoon. And now Blake Vivrette on the ball in the middle of the field, touched away. Tate Young gets a touch to it. Now it's Go Lightly on the far side, drops it off into the middle of the field. Finds Tate Young. Finds number 14. That's Hayden Terry. Terry picking up his head. Can't beat anybody off the dribble as Colin Schaefer steps in. A good step in. Good through ball. And then Weatherspoon, I think he had him beat there. Good ball. It hit Weatherspoon right in the number on the back of his jersey. Unlucky there from Caldwell County. Now number 17 on North still going, cuts inside to his right foot, plays it to the far post to Knight. Knight cuts inside with his left foot, still going. Colin Schaefer a half clearance, kind of dribbles away, drops it off to Tate Young. Tate Young turning around, drops it back to Terry. Terry plays it in the middle to Parker. Parker to number 16 on North, that's Noah Jimenez. And now it's Terry again, just outside. Plays it in the middle to Tate Young. Good move there from Young to get past Colin Schaefer. Blake Vivrette battling, does get a clearance away. It's going to get over there towards Bryson Bannister. Both players battling on the far side for a throw in.
And another substitution again. It looks like we got some of the younger players coming in to get them experience. As looks like Knight's going to come off and Go Lightly and number 21 Gonzalez is going to switch up some of this attacking. And like you said, the entire attacking team side, whatever end players, units of North Madisonville. Madisonville North is off now. The ball's thrown to deflection, going back to Barrett Schultz. He's going to pick it up and now look to get a clearance out.
Barrett moving really well now. Looks like that little nagging injury is not really hurting him anymore, so that's a good thing to see. Clearance away, punted away by Barrett Schultz. Weatherspoon battling for it, a tough touch through. And now Weatherspoon running down the sideline trying to get there. It's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in pretty deep into Madisonville North territory as Nathaniel Paredes steps up for the throw-in.
Hayden, help him! He's 6'7" and Eli's 4'2".
Sent out a couple messages there, and he got little ones at home getting tucked into bed. Ball's thrown in, going in. Colin Schaefer controlling just outside the fence third, coming down his left-hand side, looking around, getting his head up, see who's there for the cross, and the cross is just a bad angle on it as he's going to kick it just up over the top of the goal, going to go out for a Madisonville North Hopkins goal kick.
Yeah, good movement there from Colin. Like you said, I think just an unlucky hit. If he was looking for a shot, just needs to get it down. If he's looking for a cross, just play it to Blake Viverette was making a good run back post and a couple guys in the middle of the 18. So good movement there from Caldwell County. Is now Bryson Bannister with the ball at his feet, playing it up the line. Miles Payton steps in and intercepts it. And now North playing the ball around. It's Terry with the ball. The outside back drops it back to Parker. Parker touching it inside, plays it back into the middle to number 16, Noah Jimenez, and now it's Terry again on the outside. Madisonville North playing a good spell of possessions. Now it finds number 22. That's his first action tonight. Eli Whitaker just in front of us. It's his first action during the varsity game. Don't know if he played in the JV game or any or not.
I can't really remember. I don't remember seeing him that much out there. Maybe he was. He probably was, and I wasn't paying attention for some of it. Jack Kinsolvin collects the ball, plays it out wide, and going to go out for a Madisonville North throw right here just shy of the half field. As I believe we got a probably had another substitution, maybe not. Yeah, we did. As number 14, Hayden Terry, comes off.
Gabe Bethel come on for him right in front of us. Kind of hiding underneath the stand where we can't see.
Now Tigers throw is Hunter Trimble is going to look for the ball, playing in Jack Kinsolvin. Just Kinsolvin taking it in the middle of the field, just controlling it, playing possession, dropping it back to Michael Henry. Michael Henry controlling the ball wide, lifting it up, looking for Colin Schaefer, finds Andrew Risley. Risley trying to control the ball and bring it down. Number 12 is, if I can't remember his name.
Yeah, it's Tate Young.
Tate Young controlling it, looking up for the pass. Number 4 making the breakaway. A little too much on him, and Barrett Schultz picks it up.
Good ball there from Tate Young. Guys like Luke McElroy and Joshua De Leon, they were making those runs earlier on in the game. I believe if one of them were on, a little more of an experience thing. Looks like some inexperience on that far side. Number 4, Kyle Baldwin. Says he's a junior. I don't remember him playing last year, but plays the ball into the middle of the field. Finds number 12, Tate Young. Tate Young still dribbling, dodges a Colin Schaefer sliding challenge. Hard challenge there from Tate Young. It hits off of Colin Schaefer. Looks like it's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw-in. I'm sorry, a Madisonville North throw-in down towards the corner.
Number 4 may be one of those advanced educational academic leaders there, whatever you want to call it. If he is a junior, man, they are definitely something that's in the water.
That's what I was thinking. The kid's 5 inches shorter than Ethan Weatherspoon, and he's about 5'3", so.
Doesn't look like he's got a single chin hair.
Yeah. Ball finding in the middle of the field. Nathaniel Paredes playing the ball into the middle of the field. And now the number 16, I can't remember his name, is Noah Jimenez. Ball played over the top into the corner. Hunter Trimble taking his time with it. Pressure from Madisonville North. Trimble drops it back to Barrett Schultz. Pressure from 2 defenders. Oh, and a bad pass from Barrett Schultz. Really nowhere to go other than clearing in offsides. Was number 25 on Madisonville North. That's Caden Crowell. That's his first action tonight.
Yeah,
he is a freshman.
Number 25. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's hard to get used to some of these names. You substitute your whole team out, and you're trying to learn the names again. And
yeah, we just got used to the other ones, and now they switch it up on us. So we got to learn 11 new ones.
Looks like number 21 is going to come back in. Isaiah Gonzalez. Michael Henry with the ball just inside the 18, looking for a pass, finding Jack Kinsolvin in center field just outside the defensive third. Kinsolvin playing back to Barrett Schultz. Schultz weighing his options back out to Michael Henry, and a very risky pass there as number 12, Tate Young, comes in for the contention, and the ball's going to be played out, and now for another Tiger goal kick.
High pressure there from Madisonville North. They had 3 or 4 guys swarming the middle of the field, and then a goal kick up from Barrett Schultz. Blake Viverette stepping in. Loose touch is Tate Young. Intercepts the ball. Ball bouncing around Michael Henry with a clearance on the half ball. It gets over Parker's head, and now Ethan Weatherspoon with the ball. Parker making a run to get back there. Parker still on the ball. Good split there. Plays the ball up to Tate Young, number 12 in the middle of the field. Good movement there, trying to get past. Colin Schaefer finds number 17 in the middle field. Jackson Summers tries playing it over to Noah Jimenez, and on the far side, it's going to go out for a Tiger throw in. How much time we got left, Adam? Can you see the clock?
Just right at 5 minutes, almost at the 5-minute mark.
Caldwell County, it looks like both teams fatigued now. Ball's just kind of bouncing around. Madisonville North still trying to play more of a possession game. Caldwell County kind of more clearances and runs onto it. I think North is just going to try to close out this game. They're not going to be upset if they don't score again. It's a good performance from them tonight, and Madisonville North throwing right in front of us over Hunter Trimble's head. Crowell running through, gets a touch, tries to cut inside on Michael Henry. Michael Henry getting a touch out, and it's going to go out for a Madisonville North throw in. Again, this is 2 games in a row. Michael Henry's had an outstanding game. I was real high on him during the Central game the other night. I think he was one of the better players on the field on both sides of the ball. And he's played real well tonight. He's played smart. He's made 1 or 2 mistakes, but everybody has on the field. So
he's playing a really good defensive back. You know, he's playing aggressive, playing strong. He's being there. He's getting on his horse. Corner kick comes in, is deflected out. Kicked out by, I believe it was Blake Vivrette. And not sure what happened there. There's a little tussle up between Andrew Risley and number 16, Noel Jimenez. The ball goes out of bounds for a North Hopkins throw with Jack Summers. I believe that's at number 15. No, Gabe Bethel is going to take the throw. He was another strong thrower like Zach, similar to Zach Brown. Throws coming in, going to the center of the field inside the 18, bouncing around. Michael Henry comes out with it with a clearance to the left with another throw. And I expect Gabe Bethel there to take that throw again.
It's pretty much like you said, Zach Brown was taking every single throw in on any side of the field, and Bethel's doing the same thing. He's got some decent room to work with. A short throw in here, finds Jimenez in the middle of the field across to number 23, Isaac Parrish. Parrish playing it back into the middle. Loose clearance there for Michael Henry, and Crowell on the run through. Barrett Schultz comes out to pick it up fairly easily.
Barrett kind of weighing his options, seeing what he's got. Looks like he's going to go for the punt. Punts away. Man, that boy can kick.
Yes, he can.
I'll call him a young man. I hate to call him a boy. He's fixing to graduate here. I'll give him some of that respect. He can kick as far as I can, I tell you that. North Madisonville controlling the ball, looking for number 4, the junior. Kyle Baldwin controlling it, bringing it down, looking for Tate Young. Tate Young playing it forward, trying to find Baldwin there to get his first touch or goal in the game. And just, like you said, a little bit experienced. Madisonville still playing the same game, looking for the through balls and everything, but just a little too much. Got to get their finesse worked out. We're down to about 2.5 minutes left in the game. Ball played forward, looking for Ethan Witherspoon, running through the ball, and Miles Payton picks it up. Witherspoon at number 23, I think, battling for it. Ball comes back out wide to Blake Vivrette. Vivrette dropping it back to Nate Perez, center field, just at the halfway mark with the fan side, playing it back into Michael Henry at center. Michael Henry's going to drop it all the way back to Barrett. Barrett controlling, looking, going to clear it, finding Colin Schaefer just in the center of the field, crossing over. And just controlling it, kind of backing off a little bit, but Vivrette now controlling it. Going to drop it again back to Michael Henry. Play back up, it's turned back over to 16, Jimenez.
Now Parker on the ball. Parker playing it out to number 21. That's Gonzalez. Gonzalez dropping it back to Bethel. Bethel finding the middle of the field to number 16, Jimenez. Jimenez dropping it back. Miles Payton, good ball over the top. 1v1 pretty much now. Couldn't get past Hunter Trimble. Barrett Schultz comes out to pick the ball up. Clock is stopped now, pretty much up to referee time. 8-0. Caldwell County, this is pretty much their last incredibly tough game for the season. This weekend they'll go to the Colonels Classic in Hopkinsville, and play Graves County and Mayfield, and then they've got Christian County, Trigg County, Mayfield, and Ballard Memorial will be the senior night. That'll be the last game of the regular season. So
definitely some games that we can pull some W's out of there and build their confidence back up before we get to district play, and just try to put some W's behind us, send some of these seniors off with some wins and some looking at some success with the season. And tonight they've not played a bad game. Being honest with you folks, you got 2 different calibers here. Like we said, we've North Madisonville has played some teams up in the Lexington and northern areas, and it's a different competition.
And you got to give credit to North. They are a unit. Even these guys coming off the bench, just getting some minutes. I mean, these kids could play at other schools and be starters. Madisonville North is a unit. Everything's always working. They're a machine of a team. They played really well tonight, and another good performance to add to their record tonight is Colin Schaefer with a step in there, winning the ball, picking his head up, trying to play it through. Ethan Witherspoon running through. Goalkeeper comes out, waits for it to get inside the box so he can pick it up, and does. And the final whistle is blown from the referee. And it's Madisonville North tonight with a big win against Caldwell County here at Butler Stadium, 8-0. Caldwell County, tough result tonight. Better second half, better job defending. I mean, they conceded less goals. First half, they had more of an attacking side of the ball. But like you said, altogether, a decent performance from Caldwell County tonight. I think if they would have played more like this Tuesday night, it would have been a 100% completely different story.
We would have come away with a win.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You can go ahead and say it. I was gonna.
Man, I'm a little bit of blunt. Maybe I don't say some of the stuff I should, but
I agree with you.
You know, you just see it how it is, and you see different styles of play. And Caldwell came out to play tonight. Don't expect the coach to be upset with this play at all. And they played very aggressive. Everybody's playing smart, good plays. It just, you got one team that was playing possession real well and playing real fast off the ball, fast shots, and they capitalized on it.
Yeah, Caldwell boys, they should be proud. They played hard, and like you said, early on into the game, they had chances. Madisonville North had chances, and like we said earlier, the penalty kind of changed everything. Momentum switched, and 1-0 is a completely different story than 5-0 at halftime. It's just unlucky play from Caldwell County, unlucky to get the penalty. And we're going to go ahead and take just a couple-minute break. Me and Adam Ball will come back, close things out here with John Miller. You're listening to 103.3 The Tiger.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
Back here at Butler Stadium, just to close things out here, Madisonville North, a good performance tonight at 8-0 victory over Caldwell County. Some good performances tonight from Caldwell County. Me and Adam just talking about it right before we went to the couple-second break. They played real well, and I think if they would have played like this Tuesday night, it would have come out a completely different story, more than likely a win on the Caldwell County front. Caldwell County, they really challenged North tonight, and like we were talking about, North played